Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today we are once again back in the garage for the summer. We are home, we are ready to get things going. Got the machines here lined up, Maytag, Kenmore, Maytag, and the Westinghouse is still back there in the corner. If you notice, this one is currently not in one piece, and that's because I am currently rebuilding the transmission for the second time because the lower O-ring seal decided it wanted to start dumping oil on my floor. So that's currently in the process of being rebuilt. I was hoping to have it done this weekend, but me being me, left all the bolts for it at work. Brought the transmission, tools, and everything I needed home to put it back together, and then left the bolts in my toolbox. So yeah. But, and I don't know if I said this in another video, we have this now. A split system heat pump, so we don't have to winterize the garage, and it should be fairly nice in here year-round now. So with that said, there won't be any unwinterization video this year. The first video, we're going to go get straight into it, and we're going to be doing it with this, the Kenmore 70 series. Let me prop you guys up in my tripod here. Get you guys situated. Maybe I can get it to hold my camera right. There we go. So with that, we have in here the Kenmore agitator there. I don't know what they call this, but it's the one with 3 fins, and it kind of looks like a big crayon out of the Kenmore portable belt drives. And so, with that, I remember last year, I believe it was Pat Cola, Agiflow on YouTube, wanted to see this agitator with a full load. So that's what we got here. We got about 3 bath towels, a couple kind of light jackets, some other clothes, bedclothes, everything really. Just a normal load of what we go through, or what they go through, I should say, in about 3 days. So it should be a pretty good load. We got everything ready to go. Let's go ahead and get things started. We're gonna go to extra high here. As is a tradition in the garage, it'll be on warm, but since it's hooked up to a garden hose, it'll only be cold. Once again, the only options for temperature I have out here are cold. I just set it to warm to fill faster. Excuse me, and we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to the 14-minute, or as close to the 14-minute cotton sturdy cycle as we can. And let's go ahead and get things started. Pan you guys right down here, and let's go. And once again, since these are my grandma's clothes, we're going to be using the fresh linen laundry detergent, Up&Up, the Target brand, only the best. We're going to use, actually, you know what, might as well, since it's the first episode of the year, or for the season, we're going to go for a full cap full of that. Go ahead, pour it around here, put some over there. Get some on the there. A little splashy this year. It's already spraying water everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of move this out of the way, so maybe it doesn't just cover everything in water. Anyway, here we go. Two more little towels here. I got one of our kitchen towels that's dirty. We can throw that in. Some more over here. another hand towel from the bathroom that I'll just throw in back over there. It's a pretty full load. It's one of the larger ones I've used this machine for so far. And once again, this wouldn't be a garage video if I wasn't here with a Dr. Pepper and cream soda. That's how we know we're home. Go ahead and get this open. You can tell this agitator isn't really meant for these full-size belt drives. This is from one of the portables, where it would do a lot better, but it's still not doing bad. It struggles to kind of start getting close to turnover, especially things towards the top, but it's still doing a pretty decent job. We're starting to see some of that rollover now. I started helping it a little with some of this turnover. There we go. Probably do a little bit better job. it turned over a whole lot. And some of that is also partially because of these pot holders. They like to float on top, but you know, it still didn't do that bad of a job. Yeah, this agitator is definitely meant for the portables and not really as much as the full large capacity machines like this. And you'll see when once it spins and everything's up against the side, you can see how small the base of this is. But it did still do a pretty decent job. Like, all the towels and stuff were at the bottom and they're back up at the top. This is that part of that hoodie that was at the top, so it did get mostly a full loop of clothes. It's still doing a pretty decent job, and these clothes really aren't that dirty, so I'm not worried about it. This also is fairly overloaded for this machine too, to begin with. There's definitely more in there than I normally would put in there, but it's not that big of a deal. Normally I do separate out towels from clothes, but I just had to throw it all together just for one bigger video to see how it would do. Something like that. Yeah, and there you can kind of see how small some of that base is down there too. It's considerably has less diameter than some of the bigger ones. And especially on a big load like this, it's going to struggle. It's kind of like if I put the one of the agitators from the portable direct drive in the house in the catalyst. Or, you know, put the agiteller in the catalyst kind of thing. Although this is probably going to do better than that one. heavy of a load it is by listening to that belt struggle and how it struggles to pick up the speed. Alright, and that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. We are back in action. So we are so back. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!